Welcome back, guys. It is time to get back into the Hertha Berlin career mode. We're coming towards the end here. We've got a massive lead in the Bundesliga. We've also got ourselves into the next stage of the Champions League. The quarterfinals will be coming up very shortly. But first, we're going to get a few Bundesliga games done and dusted. 3-0 against Stuttgart there, as we move into our next one, which was against Cologne. Now, because we have got such a gap, and because career mode is a little bit dead right now this time of year, I wanted to kind of speed through the Bundesliga a little bit faster. So you guys are going to see a couple of simmed games before we go into the Champions League fixture against Lyon. We get a 2-0 win against Hanover there, and we got a red card, which was a little bit unfortunate. But we will be playing against RB Leipzig. They're doing very, very well this season, as you would expect. A team of their quality should be going into that top 3, top 4 battle every single season. So we start off a little bit poorly there, but we do get the ball down in their own half, and we get very lucky. Incredibly lucky. How many times do you see this happen in career mode, though, where you think they're going to chest it down, but they make the mistake? As long as you chase after it, you've always got a chance, you know? So they have a mistake and it causes them to concede. Is that going to happen to us here? Thankfully, Strakosha's there. It wasn't the best header. It was quite far out. So we're taking this 1-0 lead into injury time at the end of the match here, and we put it to bed. And that is our star player of the season so far, Julian Brandt. What a signing he has been. I just love him. I absolutely love him. He's such a different type of winger. He's taller than normal, I would say. He's a little bit less pacey, more technical. I really like him, and helped us get the 2-0 win there. So this is the quarter-final draw. We have Lyon, of course. We've got Barcelona against Atletico Madrid, Juventus against Manchester United, and both Milan clubs coming up together. So very, very interesting draws, and we will see who we will get next if we beat Lyon. Now, Lyon, I could say, was a little bit of a lucky draw. They're not the strongest squad left in the competition, so maybe we got a little bit lucky there, but they definitely have the potential to cause problems. Thankfully, we do play very well in this game. It doesn't mean we're going to win, though. You're going to have to wait and see. Havertz, though, picks out Brandt, and in this position, you favour him, don't you? You really do. He is going to be your favourite every single time in that kind of situation. And we do go 1-0 up, just 41 minutes in, so it's not a very quick first half goal, but it's a goal nonetheless before the half-time break, and that is always nice to settle the nerves in this home fixture. As long as I get an away goal in the Champions League, I normally feel a lot more comfortable. And as long as I don't concede at home, I feel very comfortable. And Strakosha, again, this guy has been so solid. Going into the second half now, chance coming in here for Havertz, and he heads it into the far left. Well, the near left for him, the far left for the defenders there. And it's badly defended. Simple as that. We make it 2-0 into injury time here. Can we get a third to put this tie to bed? Well, unfortunately not. So we may be in the lead right now, but as we know, as we've seen in the Champions League in real life this season, crazier things have happened, right? They could very well come back. Now, up against Bremen in the Bundesliga, we get a 2-1 win, and this was right before the second leg against Lyon, so now we're going to go straight into that. Big, big game this, guys. Away from home, all we need to do is get a draw. A 0-0 draw would be absolutely fine. A 1-1 draw, whatever it must be. Just don't lose now, please, Matt. Let's not go out against Lyon. We've got a massive opportunity to realise my dream at the start of this season, and that is get to the semi-finals at least in the Champions League. And Lyon were all over us. Absolutely incredible start. We get a little bit unlucky there with the clearance. It was kind of a driven pass to Brandt. Thankfully, though, again, Strakosha on hand to save us. We get our own chance here, 5 minutes before the break there, which Lopez comfortably saves. So 0-0 in the first half. 45 minutes left to fight for the Champions League here. We've still got the 2-0 advantage. Another shot coming in there from Lyon, which goes flying over the bar. So at this point in time, we are still going through. Trying to get a third goal, the massive away goal that we absolutely really wanted to get, just wasn't falling for me. We hit the bar there. But going into injury time, still 0-0. It was game over. I did want to get that third goal here with Davies. I got a little bit greedy. Too many turns and fake shots. And they do clear it away. But that is the end of the quarterfinals, guys. We've made it. We've made it into the semi-finals. This is what I wanted. with this Hertha squad. I just wanted to push one more time in our final season and go through to the semis. And we've done it. And we will be joining either Barcelona, who went through on away goals. It'll either be them or Manchester United, who beats Juventus 2-0 over 2 legs. Or it could be Inter Milan, who just about scraped through, like Barcelona, on away goals. I wanted Inter, but you know what's going to happen, right? It's pretty obvious we're not going to get Inter because we've got our luck. We had our lucky moment, and that was drawing Lyon, which we've managed to beat. But you'll see, you'll find out very soon. You'll see. Against Wolfsburg here, we get a 1-0 draw, and then we go against Wolfsburg again. This time, it's the semi-finals of the DFB Pokal, the German Cup, and we do actually beat them this time around. So we're now into the final of the German Cup. The treble is still on, guys. The Champions League, the Bundesliga, and the German Cup. We could realistically win all 3 at this point. But now it was time to find out who we were going to get in that next stage of the Champions League. First, we had to get Hoffenheim done as well. We get ourselves a 1-0 loss, which is always nice going into a big game. We got very unlucky there. Clearly, they went down to 10 men in the second half, but still managed to beat us. So we get lucky. Never mind, we get Inter. I thought we were going to get Barcelona. I was pretty sure of it, but no, we get very lucky and we will be playing against Inter Milan. Well, when I say lucky, I mean I just didn't want to play Barcelona or Manchester United. Inter Milan is still going to be a very tough game. 2 games. Now, can we actually do this? Hertha Berlin, the squad I've got is definitely capable of beating an Inter Milan side. Somehow, we've got here, and I've got the moment. The moment is here. All we need to do is get a really good result here at the San Siro, and then we can play at home, and before you know it, we could be in the final of the Champions League. We're about to find out what happens. I went with my 4-2-3-1, my trusty 4-2-3-1. Notice how they've got Ramsey in their team as well. Not just Ramsey, but Fraser as well. Linked with Arsenal, of course, Bournemouth player. But we get off to a terrible start here. Lovely passing through Inter Milan's midfield there into attack. And Nainggolan is in the right place at the right time. And we're 1-0 down after 34 minutes. It wasn't looking good. I wasn't playing well. The formation didn't seem to be working. Just so frustrating when it happens. But Inter, they deserve to go 1-0 up. I remember very well last night while I was playing this. I couldn't do anything, guys. They were all over me. They got the ball again here just before half-time. Lovely passing again. Lovely little 1-2 there. The cross comes in. Did you see that? Just look at Henriks at the back there. He completely avoids marking Fraser. And we're 2-0 down. Look at him. Look, watch. What is that? What are you doing? Mark him up, man. And it goes in off the bar as well, just to make things even worse. So now we find ourselves 2-0 down before half-time. It's not looking good. And then, are they going to make it 3? Would 3-0 be too much? Would we be able to make it back from that? Well, thankfully, we're able to defend that one. And we're going to play the ball out here. Rekic picks up the ball, passes it over to Davies. And you can see a bit of space opening up in the middle there. Pass it through for Havertz. Over to Brandt. Same situation as the last few games. And of course he's going to score it. And all of a sudden, the game's looking a lot better. We've got ourselves an away goal. We're back in the game. It's a 1-goal deficit. We can do this. Massive, massive away goal there from Julian Brandt, who's been an absolute hero for us. I just wanted to get to the end of the game at 2-1. I would take a 2-1 loss at this point, and then just terrible, terrible defending and a little bit of bad luck as well, as Berardi, potentially with the killing blow there, is 3-1 too much to turn over in the second leg? Can we realistically get a comeback going? It's going to be a very, very tough game. So unlucky here that Strakosha got a touch on the ball, but it just goes around him. And yeah, it's one of those things, guys. Unfortunately, Inter were just too good on that night. Unbelievable game from then. But they conceded an away goal. And away goals can be absolutely vital in Champions League football, as we all know. So there's always hope, and we will be going into the next leg right now at home, where we've been really strong all season. Now, the formation didn't work. The 4-2-3-1 didn't work. So I decided to change it up. We're going to go with a 3-4-1-2. It's pretty much the formation Arsenal use a lot, with 2 strikers, of course. And I wanted to emulate how I played in the Arsenal career mode towards the end of that career mode. And it worked really well. So David came in with Weah up top, with Havertz behind, with Brandt and Davies playing the wing-back roles pretty much. But I had them on all-out attack. I had them going down the wings, not defending. So I wanted to completely just fill their box, fill their own third with players. So it was all about attack. Just attack, attack. Don't even bother with defending. I just need to outscore them. And that was my plan going into this game. Sometimes attack is the best defence, right? And guess who's there? Julian Brandt. Oh, and what a finish that is. And within 6 minutes of this game, we only need one more goal to go through. A 2-0 win is enough to send us through to the Champions League final. We're off to an absolute cracker. This game is absolutely mental. Lovely ball through there to Havertz, who's going to get himself another assist. But it is Brandt again with another goal from a very similar position. He's so good at doing that. Here is Havertz on the ball. Into Captain Meyer, over to Tchouaméni, into Davies. Can he make it 2-0? No, he can't. It's a big save from Handanovic there. We're going to get another opportunity though. Havertz with a beautifully weighted ball into Davies. He can get his shot away. No, he can't. It is blocked. Unfortunately, we go into the second half still needing that one goal. I desperately wanted the second goal before half-time to keep that momentum going into the break. So now we have to reset and go again for the biggest second half of our season. And look at this play from Inter Milan. It was beautiful. They deserved to score there. They really did. And thankfully, we get away there with a nice pass from Davies. So time was running out. And Inter Milan were playing better and better. They were getting themselves into this game. Strakosha there with another save. Now Meyer puts it through for Havertz. And now in front of Weah for him to run onto. He's so quick, so strong on the ball. Nice little fake shot. And we can't quite score though. We've got 15 minutes left in this game to find an equaliser. We've got a cross opportunity here. We're going to pass it inside to Tchouaméni. Now this is my downfall on FIFA. I pass it way too much around the box. I wonder why. Probably because I've watched Arsenal for all my life. This is what we do. I just pass it way too much. Just hoping for a player to make some space, to get a shot away. And it wasn't happening. We then get a throw a couple of moments later as Dilrosun comes on as a sub. We pass it over to Brandt. This is the moment. That is the moment we were waiting for. And Havertz is the hero tonight. 2-0 with 9 minutes left on the clock. I could not believe it. It's one of the best goals I've scored. Such an important goal with his weaker right foot. It's not even in the best position in the goal. The keeper probably could have done better, but Kai Havertz, round of applause. This was absolute perfection. Keeper so close to saving it there, but it goes into the back of the net. And now it was time just to hold on, defend. Don't lose it now. Oh my God, Strakosha again. That's as good as a goal. He shouldn't have saved it. It was such a powerful shot. Then the corner comes in. Havertz heads it out. I'm just trying to clear my lines, just trying to get it up the pitch. Waiting for the whistle to be blown. Please, just blow the whistle. I want to get into the final. Are they going to get another chance? They've blown it. They've passed it too much. And hearing the whistle go, oh, it was just relief, guys. We have made it into the Champions League final with Hertha Berlin. And it was an unbelievable way to do it. The goal from Havertz, just a pure moment of joy. And we will now find out who we're going to be playing in just a second. First though, second to last game against Mainz there. We get a 1-1 draw. We've already won the Bundesliga, by the way, but we will be playing our final game. You can have a look at the table very shortly. Sorry, this is the penultimate game. This is the second to last game against Augsburg, which we pick up a win in. Brandt, again, scoring the winner in that game. So we go into the final game of the season in the Bundesliga, having won it already. Here is the table. I mean, Bayern, not even close in the end. We've done so well to keep that gap. So we go into our last game, which will be against Frankfurt. We'll be definitely playing that so we can lift the trophy. So that means the treble is still on, guys. We've won the Bundesliga. We are into the final against none other than Frankfurt. So we're playing them twice in the next episode in the final. Win both of those games, of course, we're going to be lifting 2 trophies. But the trophy we really want, the absolute masterpiece, is going to be against... Oh, sorry, guys. You're going to have to find out in the next episode, aren't you? Who will be facing Manchester United or Barcelona? Who could be the last team in the way of us reaching the ultimate trophy, the the European Glory Trophy. This is the Champions of Europe. This is what we want, and we're so close. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you next time.